What do you remember about your first camp as a freshman? How much of an element of just trying to keep your head together is there for some of these freshmen today?
Honestly, I didn't know what to think my first camp. Shoot, all I heard was we had like 19, 18 days, and I was like, where we gonna stay at? And everybody's telling me the hotel on campus. I'm like, oh, okay, I think we'll be able to go home. Nah, we were just walking back and forth across the street. So you kind of get that feel of being around the guys every day and just working. So I just tell them just come in, put one foot in front of the other, man. Just be ready to work. Kind of what I got for the young guys.
How excited are you for training camp?
I'm excited. I'm ready to go see what our team has to offer. We got a lot of young guys who got to step up in different positions, as well as myself. So just ready to go see what we have.
Have you guys that mentality going from summer workouts to training camp? Mentally, what do you got to go through?
We had to change our mental thoughts. Like we got to get out of the mood of working out. Now we got to go into football mode, ready to run to the ball, cover down, things like that. So just you got to change our mindset just a little bit with the intensity.
Have any of your teammates that just got drafted given you advice for how to become more of a leader on this team?
Not since they've been gone, but like watching those guys as leaders while they were here, I think that kind of prepared me, got me ready for the time that I'm in now. So I can kind of say yeah to that.
Stetson and a couple other guys chopped their hair off. You're not going with that, bro?
Nah, I think that was it started as a tight end thing, but then it just moved into like a whole offensive kind of thing. So I think they just kind of like bonded together and made it like an offensive decision.
Kirby Smart really spoke highly about what you guys are bringing back on the defensive line, even though you have to replace Jordan, Trayvon, Devontae. How confident do you feel in the talent level that is in this defensive line group?
I don't question our talent at all. I feel like we have everything we need in our room to go be a championship caliber team. So we just have to put the work forward so we can get there. But I feel like we're fine.
And Kirby Smart's spoke pretty highly about Shmuel London as well. I know he didn't practice this spring, but what have you seen out of him so far? Shmuel London?
Smile. He needs the time. He needs the time to go out there and be that leader, be that vocal guy. But so within time in this camp, I feel like he'll definitely come into that role.
Simon, what's preseason camp like for you? Do you do anything to kind of break up the monotony? Because you'll get to like day 6, day 7, and probably be looking forward to school starting or something.
I think it's just I go back to saying put that one foot in front of the other and just stack the days on top of each other because it's gonna come time where September 3rd is gonna be right in front of us and we're not gonna think about it. So I think we just gotta take every day and don't take it for granted.
What places has been a big word thrown around? How do you guys avoid that?
Complacency when we think about it here is just like not wanting to be that guy that's thinking, oh, we did it last year, so we're definitely gonna be able to do it again. No, we have to go earn it again. Like it's not just gonna be given to us. You have to go make that run to go to Arizona or Atlanta to get to California. So we got to do it one week at a time. Though it starts right now in fall camp. After this, it goes straight to September 3rd. So just take week by week.
Are you thinking about the Oregon game at all, or is the camp so difficult and so trying that it doesn't really afford the opportunity for that?
It's in the back of my mind, but it's like we got so much to worry about here. So it's like you kind of got to push it to the side and worry about us first.
Yesterday for pictures, y'all had the little sign that said like "My friend is this, that, and the other." So I was wondering who you feel connected to on your D line and stuff like that.
Who I feel connected to all my guys. I know how to push them. I know how to make them laugh. I know how to encourage them. So I'll probably say my whole D line. We got a click tight.
And then y'all said y'all at the Georgia Center right now during fall camp. Who's your roommate right now?
I'm by myself.
Okay.
What's the most impressive thing you've seen Jalen Carter do on the field, in practice, in a game, wherever?
I mean, I don't even think he knows. I think he's just being him, just like being that strong enforcer. Like he's not going to be blocked. He's not going to want you to block him. He don't want you to touch him. So whenever he can quick swim you or get you off of him, I think that's when he's at his best.
Does it make your job easier having played beside him, knowing the attention he's probably going to get?
I think we piggyback off each other. I think it like makes both of our jobs easier because we know where we need to be, we know what we got to do, so we can just look at each other and be like, hey, we got to do this, we got to do that. So I think it kind of plays with both hands.
You said you're by yourself in a room. Do all of you have your own separate rooms?
I think older guys kind of do. Guys have been here three plus. They got their own rooms, but the younger guys they put them together so they can film study things like that. So.
As a whole, what have you kind of seen from the defense going from last year going into this year? Like, what are some of the strengths and places and areas of improvement that you have noticed from, or at least where you stand?
Strengths. We're going back to that no-name defense, like it's always been. Obviously, we don't have the big fella in the man in the middle. That's what guys like to say, but I just feel like we have the pieces that we need. You guys got to step up in different areas.
So
Kirby was talking about defense avoiding complacency here, where there's a lot of guys having to step up. I guess you're one of those guys replacing Jordan. What is your mindset? Because obviously you're on the team that won last year, but you weren't as big of a factor. What's your mindset in terms of avoiding complacency and things like that?
I'm really just doing whatever my team needs me to do, whether it's stopping the run, being vocal, anything. I want to be that complete guy that this team can depend on and lean on.
How excited are you to kind of be stepping into Jordan's shoes, Devontae's shoes, and I guess be on the field more?
Ecstatic, sitting behind those guys and just watching those guys work throughout the week and throughout the years that they were here. It's just I took bits and pieces from them and I put it into my own. So I'm kind of ready just to see what I have to offer to the university.
How much pressure is it to step into those kind of shoes?
Not much. I mean, I know a lot of people try to put it on me, but I mean, I'm only one person. I can go out there and do what I can do, but at the end of the day, I prepare myself. I know what I have to offer, so I'm just ready to work.
You said you think y'all have the pieces to replace. I mean, y'all obviously lost, judging by the NFL draft, a lot of talent on defense. What makes you think though that y'all have the guys that can step in and kind of keep it going with the dominance y'all had last year?
Just the way we recruit, man, and the way we work. Guys actually want to come here and be great, and when you have the guys that want to come here and actually do the right things, do the right steps to get back to where we want to get to, I think we can be special.
Stepping into that increased role next year, what do you feel like your #1 focus of improvement is, especially going into fall camp?
Really just being a leader, being a better leader. I don't talk a lot. I like to lead by my actions, and that's definitely going to be a part of these 11 days. Being that vocal leader, defense needs.
Can you completely define what no-name defense is for you guys?
Shoot, everybody always they look at us and be like, oh, this guy doesn't have 10 sacks. This guy doesn't have 17 TFLs. We got 11 5-stars on the field. I don't even say 5-stars, but we got 11 of those guys on the field. So it's a race to the ball at the end of the day. So it's just we kind of all play together. We love each other. So I think that's what it means to love no-name defense.
Do you have a specific game next year that you're looking forward to?
Specific game next year? Not specific. No, not really. No.
You've got the consistency with Coach Scott, but do we overblow the importance of a defensive coordinator change from Lanning to Shu and Coach Muschamp, or do you guys really notice that at all?
No, not really, because all of our coaches are very vocal in our meetings. So now that it's not Coach Lanning, that it's Shu and Coach Muschamp, it just gives more of a voice to hear and more of an opinion to take and run with, basically.
All right, last question. You said you were a real vocal leader on the team, and Coach Smart has given you high praise about your maturity and the way you've journeyed up this role. I was wondering when you felt like you really stepped into that vocal leader position.
I'll say going into the spring, I kind of seen that in myself. I had to bring it out of myself more than I wanted to. So I'll say that. What was you saying?
I would say Kirby was saying Smile Mondon is one of the best athletes he's ever seen. Because from a defensive lineman, that guy that's playing behind you, what do you see from him in terms of that athleticism at inside linebacker?
Because he wasn't very active this spring, so I'm really ready to see what he can do this fall camp as being vocal, being that guy who comes downhill, fills the gaps, he can drop in coverage. I'm ready to see what he can do.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes,